Hello, on behalf of Wishlist Academy, I'm going to give you a detailed information about UGC NET. Now, our overview of this video is we will give you all the information about NET, the strategy of NET we will see, and the preparation plan. Now, regarding NET, what is scope of NET? Now, through NET, if you qualify the NET exam for assistant professor, you can apply all over India, in any college to teach that particular subject. Now, if you qualify or if you if you clear the cutoff of JRF, then you can apply for PhD programs all over India. Now, there are many institutes. If you clear the UGC NET, right? Or for JRF or even for assistant professor, there are some institutes where you don't need to appear for the separate entrance examination. So you get that advantage there. Now, what is eligibility? Eligibility is 55% in masters, or you should be appearing in masters, right? You should be in second year of masters. And you can apply mostly only from your own subject. There is age criteria for JRF, but for assistant professor, there is no age criteria. There is no upper limit. Relaxation for women and reserved category. So there is relaxation for women and reserved category, even for JRF also. Tentative dates. Mostly UGC NET is conducted twice in a year, but because of COVID-19 situation, it is postponing for now. Now let's see the paper pattern of UGC NET. Now exam mode is online for both paper 1 and paper 2. Total duration is 3 hours, 180 minutes, 1 hour for paper 1 and 2 hours for paper 2. Now what is the type of paper? Paper 1 is common for everyone, and paper 2 is subject specific, right? So if you have taken commerce as your subject, you will get question from commerce. If you have taken management as the subject, you will get questions from management, right? So paper 2 will be different for candidate, but paper 1 is same across. And paper 1, we have total 50 questions. Each question carries 2 marks for every correct response, and for incorrect response, 0 marks. Paper 2 carries 100 questions, and for each correct response 2 marks, incorrect response 0 marks. Now both in paper 1 and paper 2, all are MCQs question, means you will have a question followed by 4 options and you have to select one correct option. Total marks is 100 for paper 1, and for paper 2 it is 200. Language of paper, it is English and Hindi. Now syllabus for paper 1. This is the syllabus. We have teaching aptitude, research aptitude. Teaching aptitude means you will get question related to teaching, classrooms, learners, students, right? The research aptitude means you will get questions related to research or related to plagiarism, right? Anything related to research that will be asked in research aptitude. Reading comprehension, which check you will get a passage followed by few questions. You have to answer those questions. Communication, you will get question related to communication skills. You will get questions on reasoning, which includes maths also, right? So it will be basic maths and basic reasoning. Logical reasoning question, for example, you will have syllogisms, right? Deductions. ICT is basically computer awareness. People and environment, it is environment related, people related, various protocols related. Higher education system, governance, polity and administration. This is like NEP and different like Blackboard, Operation Blackboard, right? So different questions related to education system. So this is regarding paper 1. Paper 2, we will make another video for that. Marking scheme, for each correct answer you will get 2 marks, incorrect 0, unattempted also 0. Now types of question. What are the different types of question we get here? direct simple question, right? So you will have a simple question followed by the MCQs. You have to just take the answer, and these are very simple. Chronology, process, step, and sequence, right? These types of question, for example, they will ask you what are the stages of carrying out a research, right? So you have to find out the correct steps. Next one is calculation based question, which are mostly maths and data interpretation, right? So for example, age of 2 person are given. After 5 years it is this much, so after 10 years it will be how much. Data interpretation means you can get bar graph, pie chart, line graph, or tables. You have to answer that. Assertion and reasoning, so you will have one statement and the reasoning will be given, right? Or you have to find out the assertion, the reasoning will be given, you have to find out the assertion. So here the concept clarity is very important. Next one is comprehension questions. So these are RC questions, passages. General knowledge questions, in which they can ask you general awareness, current events, right? Match the following types of question, right? For example, they will give you what are the different scales with examples you have to relate. Subject related questions. So in subject related questions, for example, research methodology, you will get only questions based on research methodology. Communication, you will get questions related to communication. Reasoning based question, so like blood relation, right? A is father of B, B is son of C, then what is the relation between A and C? Number series question, right? Few numbers are given, so this comes under reasoning based. Okay, now what should be your strategy? First is syllabus completion, right? So you try to study from your material, whatever you had in your MSc level or MCOM level, right? You try to prepare for that, right, in your master's level. And simultaneously you also start solving paper, right? You solve topic wise paper and you also solve full length paper, right? And time management is very important. For starting 10 to 15 days, you just solve this. You read and solve the topic related paper. And after 10-15 days, when you are familiar with the pattern, right, set timer. For example, in 10 minutes, I should be able to solve 5 questions. So set timer like this and start solving. Preparation plan. Now preparation plan is, first you try to cover the basic, then go for paper solving, and then give the full length test. These are the link for UGC NET. See, this should be your master plan, how you can achieve mastery in this. First, get familiar with the topic. Read a lot about the topic, right? For example, if I pick a particular topic, I want to do syllogism, right, or research aptitude. So read a lot on research aptitude. Whatever is the syllabus, pick up each and every topic and get experienced by solving questions on that, right? And achieve mastery. Do more similar type of question. One more strategy which I want to share with you is, what you can do here is, suppose I'm doing a particular question, right? So 0 is there in which one, right? 0 is there in which scale? So, or 0 is not there in which scale? So you have nominal, ordinal, then ratio, interval, right? So you know the answer, right? Then you can find out the information about the next 3, right? So what is the meaning of nominal? What is the meaning of cardinal? What is the meaning of ordinal? What is the meaning of ratio? What is the meaning of interval? Now summary. Define your challenges, right? So you define what problem you are facing. You try to overcome this problem. For example, technological problem you have, or you have some personal problem, you are not getting time, right? So you try to sort out all those things. Set realistic expectation, right? So set expectations that within 5 days I'm going to do this topics, next 5 days I'm going to do this, right? So make a proper study plan like this. Keep your eye on the goal, right? So but your main aim should be to target the exam, right? So you can have few mentors also. In Wishlesh we are ready to help you, so you can approach us for that.